and welcome back to Fate of the Pods, your favorite podcast for both RS3 and real life content. I'm Aerro.
And I'm Rainy Day.
And today we are doing part 2 of Elder God Wars. The Glacor Front is here. It is out. It is current in game, and we are going to take you live at the end of this podcast, where Rainy and I are going to do some fun bossing, and hopefully Rainy doesn't die this time.
Hopefully. I hope you die this time.
But before we get to that, we do have some updates this week outside of the Glacor Front that we need to talk about, and I am humbly taking on the responsibility of talking of the Leonard's Lucky Dip. If anyone who doesn't know me, I was obsessed with the September raffle, and I was very sad that it wasn't out last year. I don't know why. I just have an attraction to Balthazar and Jilly Willikers, who's made a guest appearance on this podcast before. Jilly Willikers is back. He is better than ever. And let's get into a little rundown of what the changes are different than the September raffle for Leonard's Lucky Dip. All right, Rainy, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. So big changes from the old September raffle. You can get tickets from both skilling and killing, just doing normal stuff in the game that you're already doing. That's a big change, because it used to be a limited number of tickets that any one player could get through the month of September. But now, depending on how much you're playing, what you're doing in game, you can accrue more tickets the more you play, which I think is really fun. So the first time you log in this month in September, you're going to get a free 10 tickets upon login to use as you wish throughout the month. You can get 2 a day, 1 from talking to Leonard, and 2 from finding Jilly Willikers somewhere in game and doing his normal tasks or whatever he kind of has you do. So you can get 2 additional tickets a day for free, even if you don't log on to play throughout the day. The rules for this month of September: you can enter up to 15 times a day, enter 15 tickets at once. A big change back when it was here 2 years ago, the September raffle, each day was like a specific item kind of essentially being auctioned off. So like today we're giving away golden, God of War's armor or whatever, or today we're giving away death touch darts. But this time around, you can pick whatever you want at any specific time throughout the month. So if today I want death touch darts, tomorrow I want to go for golden chaotics, and then the day after I want death touch darts again, I can do that. I can spend my tickets however I want on any of the prizes throughout the month, which I think is really awesome. So it's not really limiting you, and you don't have to stockpile tickets for any one specific day, which is super cool. So let's get into what the rewards are you can get. They're mainly the same as kind of has been in the past. However, we are given this time around a percentage or a fraction of what the chances are we can get those prizes with each ticket that we enter. So let's run down the list here. Golden God Wars dungeon armor is 1 in 150 per ticket. Golden Barrows, Golden War Priest, Golden Chaotix, and Golden God Swords are 1 in 100 per ticket. Coins, which can be either 100 million, 250 million, or 500 million, are 1 in 350,000. So that's our odds just dramatically dropped with the coins, but rightly so. If you want to be that person that kind of stockpiles and just goes for it, best of luck to you. Hope you get it, girl. That is me. Okay.
I did that, no questions asked.
She's like, I don't even have to look at the other options. I know I'm going for the coins. Okay, moving on. We have death touch darts, which personally, anyone who knows me, not a PVMer, I love me a Death Touch Dart. They're 1 in 100 per ticket. An item pack, which I didn't write down the list, but essentially you can get different assortments of like proteans, or I think probably like pulse cores. They're 1 in 25. And then finally, a portable deposit box is 1 in 5 per ticket. I don't know if these ticket odds are like summative or multiplicative, however you want to say that word, in the sense that, let's say the portable deposit box is 1 in 5. I don't know if you put in 5 tickets that you're necessarily guaranteed to get one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
That's like, yeah.
I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely, I'm glad it's back. I need some Death Touch darts in my life, especially, you know, what we'll talk about later in the podcast. The new boss that's out has a new trim requirement. I will keep my peace for now. But yeah, that is that's the quick rundown on Leonard's Lucky Dip that's here this month. And I think Rainy, you have the reins.
Yes. So now we're gonna move. Wait, first of all, before we transition to the Glacor Front, I wanted to say rest in peace to Balthazar. He was replaced. They told him to stay his ass at the circus. So rest in peace.
I miss you. You were like,
we miss you.
You were like 12 feet tall. You were an icon. You were a legend. You were the moment.
I love your outfit. Yeah.
We'll miss you.
Yes. So now we move on to the Glacor Front. It was introduced today along with the new boss, the Arch-Glacor. And so I wanted to mention about this boss. We will be going to the actual boss like late at the end of the podcast, but I wanted to say I wrote down a lot of stuff. I don't know why I'm dead silent right now.
You're good.
But basically,
while you look for stuff, just one quick thing, Rainy. If you kind of want a quick rundown of what the boss was, what the drops entail, if you go back a couple episodes on our podcast, we give a very in detail review of kind of what Jack X had coming for us with this Glacor Front and everything involved. So if you need specific details that we don't mention here in this podcast, feel free to go back to our old episode and give it a quick listen.
Yes, thank you for that. So this is our first like customizable boss. There's a bunch of mechanics that you normal mode, you can toggle them off or on depending on what you want to see. So there's that, and the boss has 370,000 life points. I think both in normal mode, and that's the base HP in hard mode at 0% in rage. And the way the HP scales, because this boss does go up to 4K similar to Telos, for each 1% in rage, it goes up by 740 life points. So at 500% in rage, you're going to be looking at the Arch-Glacor having 740,000 life points. At 2,000, you're going to be looking at 1.85 million life points. And at the good old 4K, it's going to be like 3.33 million life points. So that should be fun. I don't see myself ever getting that ever, but it's free Death Week this week. Reminder. So if you're gonna push in rage and not pay for it, then it's your best bet. So
I'll just interject really quickly. At the time of us recording this podcast, I think the highest in rage is between like 16 and 1700. Was watching the Evo Lucario stream earlier, and he was getting up there. So
yeah, there were a lot of streamers like killing it. I was like, damn, because
well,
yeah,
I had I've kind of thought to myself, I was like, are they gonna make the enrage system as hard as the tell us enrage system was? Because I was like, I can't imagine that 4K on, you know, a God Wars dungeon boss, which is supposed to be, you know, it's marketed to the mid higher level PVMers, but definitely not the elite. I was like, is the 4Ks, are they going to be comparable to one another? So I'm hoping that the, you know, the 4K of the Arch-Glacor is considerably easier than the 4K of what Telos would be, which I imagine it is,
Yeah.
considering that they're already this high in rage.
Yes, similar to when Telos released, the boss was not meant to like be like they didn't even have silver or gold titles back then. But when people started like breaking through and like defying the odds, they were like, okay, yeah, we need time. And so even for this one, because HP like at 4K is a lot, and is obviously he's really, so he's gonna be hitting a lot. So, but it definitely, I do see it being possible. Honestly, within especially like these next few weeks, or yeah, I see people getting the gold Iceborn title. That's the title that came out. How do you feel about that title?
I think
The Iceborn.
I think it's pretty cool, actually. Normally, I'm not. I don't care too much for the titles, or I don't think they're like. I always picture myself. Okay, if I were to have this title, would I wear it in game? And there's very few where I'd be like, even if it's a big accomplishment for the title, that the name is cool enough to wear all the time. This might be one where if I did have the title, I could maybe see myself wearing it. You know, I enjoy it. Let's just say that.
Yes. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about. You know what? I'm gonna first talk about the bugs. This, at the time that this podcast is being recorded, one of the biggest major bugs that was encountered was so one of the mechanics for this boss is he spawns mini glacites that you kill, and for the last minion that's still out there, the boss matches its HP. So you're looking at the boss going from like a few 100,000 life points down to like 1K, 1.5K, which makes the boss fight really easy. And once you figure that out, and it's out there, it's obviously easy to push and rage. So I think they fixed that within like 2 to 3 hours, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people still did it because it was there. Not because they obviously would have like pushed and rage without it, but that being there helped. Another major bug, I think that still exists. The Scripture of When, which is a book that it drops, does not exist. So no one has gotten the drop yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a pretty big glitch. Some other ones that are still out there, I think people were mentioning invisible auto attacks. The clickbox overlays are pretty bad sometimes. Like, I think the clickbox for the boss is like pretty big. I, by the way, have 3 normal mode kills right now, and 0 hard mode. So,
okay, legend. We see you.
Yeah, I'm a big deal, clearly.
I saw right before we started recording this podcast, I saw on Reddit someone had posted a screenshot where one of the drops that they got earlier today from the boss, it was like the normal loot, it was like the whatever particles of when or whatever they call them, and then they had gotten like 9 or 10 Triskelion keys as one drop, like completed Triskelion keys in one drop.
Damn, that's a lot.
So I feel like that's not what it's supposed to be dropping.
Yeah. So a few other things. I think somebody also mentioned they got like a rare drop. like a sword piece or something, but it didn't broadcast. And they were like, damn it, I wanted people to see me get this. So I hope they fix that or do fix it if it's the bug is still out there. But damn it, like the thing is like uh wait, scratch that. But overall, like from my experience with the boss, I don't want to spoil it too much for Aerro, but it's cool. After we do it, I have some things I want to mention, but I will say that the Pontifex Shadow Ring, the one that became even more relevant, pack, you can still charge it up with the resonant anima of Wen this time, and when you do that, it makes protection prayers from the boss like 10% stronger. And if you in your inventory, you can investigate it and it'll tell you all the things that that ring does. And yeah, missing anything, you spoiler pre going into the boss Aerro.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh wait, a few more items introduced into the game. There's this Lang artifact that this boss drops. It upgrades Nightmare Gauntlets, Gloves of Passage, and bitch, I should have wrote this down.
Yep. I saw that too. That the three different combat style gauntlets were.
Oh, Carapax wrist wraps. These are okay. Yeah, Nightmare Gauntlets, Gloves of Passage, and Carapax wrist wraps. The Lang artifact turns them into tier 90 variants. The Gloves of Passage, which are dropped by Magister, the source of the tier 92 Kopeshes. He's the guy that drops the Gloves of Passage, which have increased in price within this past week after a JMod said that Magister is not going to be completely irrelevant. So immediately people thought, oh, this new boss drops melee weapons. The gloves there might be something big in store for them, which they do now. So basically the Gloves of Passage, it enhances the effect of, well, when you use Havoc or Smash, your next melee attack will deal more damage. It's going to be about 10% increased damage. And if you use it before a bleed, then it's, well, you have 10 seconds to use a bleed, and when you do, it's 20% increased damage. I know that's a lot to take in, but long story short, Gloves of Passage are buffed. They did rise in price.
Work.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I was pretty interested in what like the upgrades were going to be. Also, I don't know if you have this written down. Isn't there like a set effect with the new T95 dual melee?
Yeah,
it was
thank you for
like,
mentioning that.
It was like Hurricane and something are not on the same cooldown anymore.
Hurricane and Destroy previously, or I think if you don't have those weapons, they share a cooldown. But with these, if you have these equipped, they no longer do, which is insanely good. Because both Destroy and Hurricane are really good abilities, depending on if you're only attacking one target or not. But and also I believe that you can, if I'm not mistaken, you can use Hurricane with these weapons, which is a big deal because
they're two-handed. Yeah,
that's pretty badass. I hope that's the case. And also, these weapons, their special attack is called Icy Tempest. Costs 20 adrenaline with a 60-second cooldown, and your damage cap is increased by 30%. The thing that blew me away is your max hit with a Grimoire on is 19.5k, and with a Grim and Smoke Cloud, the mage spell, it's 20.4k, which is insane because usually it used to be 15k. I think with Smoke Cloud, people were hitting 16Ks, but this new hit cap with these melee weapons is something else.
Oh my god. My mouth literally dropped when you said that. I was like 30% more. Holy shit. Okay. I just want to say, like, as an aside, as we are getting to the higher and higher tier weapons, I'm assuming obviously at one point we're headed towards tier 99 weapons being in the game, probably 120 combat stats being in the game. It's just interesting to me when every new weapon comes out, how they can make that combat style better, or like what kind of minor tweaks that they can add in that make the combat style, significantly better, whether it's upgrading a certain ability to like the greater version, or like in this case where two of the same abilities that normally share cooldown no longer do. I'm just curious to see kind of how far they can push
because
the combat triangle.
Yeah, that's a really good like something to like dwell upon, because I remember when Araxor came out, that was the introduction of
tier 90s. Yes,
tier 90 two-handed weapons, because
we were like, oh my god, it's never going to get better than this is like top tier. Yeah.
And then we got tier 92s with Telos, and the other bosses like had the dual wielded tier 92s, and now it's like tier 95s. It's like, at what point do you stop, or does it become too overwhelming? Because like, think about like a new player getting into the game, and then when you were a new player, the stuff was limited, because like 10-15 years ago the best stuff was like tier 70, and then chaotics came out,
literally
stuff like that. It's like, will you ever reach the end? Because obviously people that are already at the end want more end game stuff, but like, what about the other people? Like, yeah, you have something to work for, but you already had something to work for,
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what the next like 2 to 5 years has for this game.
Yeah, because like when Trimmed Masterwork came out, next, it's a 10-year-old boss, or probably even more now, but like it's still a good boss to kill, because Torva is still so high, because you need it for Trimmed Masterwork. And
right,
yeah, because I feel like bosses shouldn't become like obsolete. They should still be relevant, because some of them are still fun to kill, and not everybody can effectively kill the newer ones if the best way to kill it is if it's high in rage streaking, or like just high in rage claims. But yeah.
Well, with that being said, should we log in, Rainy show?
Yes.
Okay. So we are now going to go live in game, and you are about to watch the greatness that is my bossing skills. Yeah. Or lack thereof, to get absolutely destroyed. Rainy, I'm currently world 60. We can definitely change worlds if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do a
She's like, anything but world 60. Okay.
Anything but the penguin world. Let's do 58.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and it's a reset day. Yeah, everybody's penguin.
Finish your
both weekly and monthly.
Weekly and monthly. Finish your effigy incubator. It is the month to do so.
Yes.
That requirement.
If you need to catch up, use a monthly D&D token.
Also, God, this font is so stupid. God, I hate this.
Oh yeah, girl. I changed it to font size 14. It's a little bit.
14. You're a 14.
Yeah, I'm a font size 14. It was too tiny, and I was like, "What is this?" Because I remember, there used to just be a classic RuneScape font, and then one day, like within the last 5 years or so, they changed it. But that change wasn't too bad, because that the second font that they changed it to was okay, but this one is just no. I hope they, Jagex, if you're hearing this, revert back to the old one.
Well, it's
a lot cuter.
I don't like literally who asked for this, or who was like, wow, you know what sucks? This font. Nobody said that. No one has ever said that. I don't like. I appreciate. Okay, what I do appreciate is like the scaling of it. If it was the old font with just the ability to scale up the text size, absolutely 100%. I think that'd be a great addition. But the fact that it's an entirely different font, like it I don't know. Yeah, it hurts me. Okay, Rainisha, I am currently at War's Retreat. I am going to go attempt my first ever kill. I'm not going to turn any of the mechanics on, so I'm going to have all of them off just to kind of see the situation that we have going on. I have not been onto this front yet at all. I haven't seen any of the design or anything live in game. So I will take a gander. Also, shout out to whoever did any of this artwork, because from what I saw in that Twitch stream, wow. #wow. This is a lot of work, I assume, that has to go into this. They said something like, because you can watch the Arch-Glacor or Glacier in the distance, that they had to make his animation like part of the actual background, and he's not an NPC just because he is so large and so far away that you can see him.
Damn.
Okay, so I'm here. Oh, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here for moral. I'm here for moral support. These are all the mages right here, and you see how they're in like attack. A stance like is in attack mode. It's because they're toggled on.
Okay.
So toggle them off before you go in.
Okay, have them all toggled off. All right. Good luck.
This is such a cool concept. Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, this is super cool. I like from God Wars Dungeon 2 to what they're doing now with this one, exponential. I'm very excited to what they have in store for the rest of the year. Okay. Joining instance. No, I just want to start. Enter. Start. Oh, recomped. Thank you, Music Maestro.
Now you have to trim, honey.
Oh, shut up. Me darting that wreck.
Girl, I would love to see them not be like you not be able to dart it. Like this boss is
I feel like you have to be able to dart it, right? Like I'm just gonna dart once I get over 100% in rage. I'm gonna dart.
That can work. Do you mean once you get over 100%, you're gonna do the actual kill? I could be completely wrong.
I'll do the actual kills up until 100% or whatever, and then I'll dart. Oh my god, first kill! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What was my kill? 31 seconds. Not too bad. I was half paying attention. Okay. Love that.
You were distracted. Yeah.
Because I just exit.
Yeah, you just pick up your loot. Well, you can actually, they're pretty cheap probably, but that anima of when, you just need 1,000 and you can charge it up. But you can do that later if you want.
I can buy these? No, I can't buy these.
You can buy the tradable versions.
What's the tradable versions?
It's like anima of when, in parentheses, tradable.
So I could have just upgraded this. Okay.
Oh, you're gonna iron.
No one told me that. Anyway,
they left out key information in the podcast.
Okay.
Aerro and Rainyday.
So turn on. Do you want me to do the
toggle? Yeah, you do the instance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is about to get significantly crazier. Are you ready?
And then once you do this, yeah.
Okay. Oh my god, do I need a shield?
Nice
I don't have
max
a shield.
take. I feel like you'll be good.
I fucking hate you. I hate wearing this cape.
Girl, if you don't hide cape.
I'm getting a shield really quick because I would rather not die for my fans, you know.
I want to see you die so bad. But oh, by the way, reminder that even after Death Week, normal mode for the Arch-Glacor will always be free deaths.
Free deaths.
Ozanandra will just like take you out and be like, "Really, bitch."
He'll take you out. He'll be like, "Can't believe this absolute trash that exists." Okay, are you ready?
Yes. In on you.
Okay, max players 2. Start. Oh, sugar beets. How long is this animation? Oh, he said glacites right away. Okay. Is that normal or like I don't know what's what.
I feel like the mechanics are all random. Okay,
work. Okay, nice. Also, I just want to take a second while we're doing this. The actual size of what they have made Centiston is massive. Oh, what are we supposed to do here?
Attack this hand that I'm attacking.
Oh, over here. Okay. Okay, now over here.
No, I feel like you're good. I think you only need to attack one of them.
So there, you said there is like if you get too far in the DPS for what the mechanics have been given, your DPS slows down quite a bit.
Did I say that?
Or I think, oh my god,
this is girl.
She's like, gonna let you die real quick. I didn't die. Okay, but that's like the blast cannon, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a kill. Woo.
Yeah, I didn't have the Pontifex Shadow Ring in my inventory, but that's okay. I mean, that wasn't too bad.
That wasn't too bad at all. Nice.
Now it's time for you to do hard mode.
Well, I don't have. I have to do this solo to get hard mode unlocked. So
yeah, solo all mechanics.
For those watching, to unlock hard mode, you have to solo all 5 mechanics on at once, and then you can start doing the enrage version of this boss. Well, awesome! This is cool. This is great. I'm gonna take a quick look at the Slayer area. I'm gonna pass through the barrier and take a look at. Oh my god, they look so cool.
Yes. Okay, so I first started out by the reason I was so on pause when I first was starting to talk about the Glacor Front was like I don't want to spoil like the area, the scenery for Aerro, but now that we've done it, I personally wish that the arena for this boss was bigger. Personally, I mean, I get how there's some areas where like your space is restricted because of that mechanic where it puts those shards of ice around you, but it's giving me hard mode nomad vibes with the fighting on the bench
for sure,
because I wanted to like see the Arch-Glacor coming after me, you know, or like because I feel like with the area restriction thing, they could have had like pillars spawning around the arena and you could move around the arena, stuff like that. What else? I do like normal mode is like good practice. The thing with both this boss and Carapac is like the normal mode is a good amount of normal to where you can like practice getting better.
I agree 100%. As someone who hates PVM just like at baseline, I think this is going to be like a very easy adjustment into the mechanics. So, like I have clanmates who will be like, I'll ask them, hey, how hard is this boss? I know there's a new trim workout where I have to do 100% kill. And like my clanmates who can basically like solo AOD are like, oh, it's super easy. I'm like, okay, well, that means nothing coming from you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Um,
But
but for the
otherwise,
non-PVMers saying it's doable, that's pretty assuring. Um,
yes.
but there's a lot of people. Actually, they're really good at PVM, but they've been like pushing in Rage and doing a job at it. So shout out to all of those people. Not me. I've done 0 hard mode kills. I'll try tomorrow. I think I needed a mental break for the first day of release.
She's like, let me get my
Um,
thoughts together real quick.
yeah, but that drill thingy, I think it's called the cannon or something. They have interesting special attack names. Let me click this. Okay, so that one I believe is called the frost cannon, and then the exposed core is the one with the arms down.
Okay.
And then the pillars of ice, we didn't see those, but they're annoying as hell. Um, thank God we didn't see those. There's like these pillars of ice that just like follow you around, and I think they sap both your HP and your
Prayer.
prayer. Yeah, 8% of your maximum prayer points.
Damn.
And then we have flurry, which is, I think it's this one, I think, where it switches between 2 attack styles. I saw it doing like poison attack. It looked like poison hits, but I don't think it was poison. He does not poison you. Um, but yeah, and then you have the Glaciite minions, which we were slapped with upon entry, and the creeping ice is the default base special attack, which you will see regardless of if you have the majors toggled on or off. But yeah, overall, really cool boss.
Yeah, I have like I have some big shout outs for the team, whoever is putting together God of War's Dungeon 3. They're really going all out, and I can only imagine from kind of we're putting in differentiating between Carapac and the Arch-Glacor. I can only imagine what the next 2, possibly 3 bosses have in store for us. So I'm excited personally.
Yeah.
Rainy, do you have any final thoughts for part 2 of Elder God War's Dungeon?
No, this is a really cool boss, and that's about it.
That's really cool. Okay.
Cool pun. That was an unintentional pun. This is a cool boss.
It's really cool. Your comments on it have just been chilling me to my core.
Yes. The cold never bothered me anyway. That's the achievement title.
When will you get your first kill?
Girl.
Okay. Anyway, thank you everyone for sticking with us for this podcast as we have reviewed part 2 of Elder's God War's Dungeon. Again, you can find us all the time on Spotify or YouTube at Fate of the Pods. Feel free to join our Discord chat.
Yeah, join our Discord.
Join our Discord.
Y'all have not been joining our Discord the way y'all need to be joining our Discord. So join our Discord. The link will be posted down in the description box below.
Absolutely, yes. And yeah, I'm excited to enjoy Free Death Week and hopefully get some more kills.
Yes, same.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sticking with us. Until next time, goodbye.
Hey. Bye.